show. Celebrities, pop culture, and comedy.
We're talking about dying because of coronavirus right now. Justine and Heidi are here. Uh-oh, my phone's ringing.
Oh, come on.
I know. Oh,
Michael.
It's telling me that you're supposed to be here now.
And
So
I am.
I got an alert. You're here.
We were
Look at
here
that.
before we were supposed to be
I
here.
know. Prompt is what they call it.
Yeah.
Justine and Heidi, so we're talking about dying.
Yeah.
Coronavirus. What's your thoughts on this? Are you scared to travel? Where are you at on this?
Oh, I'm as a raging hypochondriac and someone with really bad OCD. Heidi knows this. I'm having a hard couple weeks.
Are you really?
Yes, washing. But the good thing is my parents always stock up every Christmas in my stocking with like hand sanitizer, antibacterial wipes. So I'm set in that department.
I will say at the airport, I flew in from New York to LA, and I will say at the airport, everybody at least was washing their hands. Everybody had the little sanitizer. I had wipes. I wiped down the seat. I even wiped down the seat next to me. I don't even know who was going to sit. Just want to make sure everybody's good.
Right.
So that was good. But what I love about coronavirus, I'm pro coronavirus kind of, because it's teaching people boundaries.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where before nobody had boundaries. Like,
Right.
let's be honest, handshakes need to be outlawed. You don't need to shake anybody's
I
hand.
know.
We can do knee taps,
Yeah.
foot taps, elbows.
Why are you in my space?
Why- yeah.
And
So-
now you have a real reason. You like have a.
Hey, why are you in my
why are you
space?
in my space? I don't care. We're opposites.
Yeah, we are. We're such opposites.
I'm literally been telling people like if I die in an apocalypse, I die in an apocalypse. I don't know how many things you want me to care about at the same time. Like,
And you're
I can't
young,
do it.
so-
and I'm young, and we have a TV show coming out.
there's a
like,
show coming
just,
out.
Like I can't do coronavirus at least for another 8 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
till the show
Till
is
the run of the show.
till the run of the show. Then coronavirus can come back.
Take over.
But Justine will be making sure that, like, during those 8 weeks, everything will be wiped down.
I love it because I always want to ask if people are making me a snack or like doing anything with near my face, like makeup. I always want to ask people to wash their hands, but now I can, and I don't sound like an asshole.
Do you tell them to wash their hands?
I'm like, hey, yeah, do you mind? I'm just like so psycho about coronavirus, but really I'm just psycho.
Yeah, because you have glitter all over your face.
I know I
If that's not psycho, I don't know what is.
do. For a podcast,
But
by
it
the
looks
way.
good.
Thank you.
It looks really
Thank
good,
you.
and you look nice too.
Thanks.
Yeah, you don't have glitter on the
Well, I have
face.
spots all over my face, so it's like to add more sparkly spots. It's like, all right,
Just
and
freckles.
I usually have enough gold around my neck to keep the glitter off my face.
Okay.
This doesn't sound. None of that
Or
sounds
like
right.
Mother Nature's glitter for the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. We'll go with that. Okay, so tell me about your.
But we wanted to dress nice for like. Look.
I
at all
love-
this.
and this-
If this isn't podcast glitter, I don't know what is.
I know, and
Like,
this clip is going to be everywhere.
Yeah,
So y'all,
so-
once y'all say something interesting, we're going to download that clip. We're gonna download that clip and make it viral. That's what no, of course you're interesting. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
you,
you're on to me.
yeah. So you got this TV show.
Yes.
It's you dance. Like, here's what's funny is I've heard about this show because Justine invited me a couple times to be a judge. Never dance, but be a judge. What does that say? You don't think I got moves, Justine?
She saw a different talent in you.
I did. I saw a different talent. Also, I just know you. I know you're busy, and I thought, I don't know that we could get him to commit to the rigid rehearsal schedule. That
you got to rehearse?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Michael,
this is a dance
This
show.
is not just show up and kick your shoes up. This is like
Okay, what's the name of the show first?
Well, it's called The Funny Dance Show.
Funny Dance
It was
Show.
originally called Stand Up to the Streets, which is a play on Step Up to the Streets from the Step Up franchise, but E thought that would be confusing. So we went with Funny Dance Show, and it's a show
Funny dance show?
The funny, It is a funny dance show. It's
Okay,
like,
so you don't
and
tell.
I love because I don't like explaining things all the time. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's great. It's like people are like,
It's a dance
what's
show
the
that's funny.
It's a
It's a
dance
dance
show.
show. That's
Okay,
funny.
I know. Are you a comedian as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. that was aggressive. That was aggressive. Yeah. So there's no jokes being told while you're dancing.
Well,
Well,
Well, I mean, every dance has a concept, and it's
Yeah.
all comedy-based dances. We really felt like dance had a lot of serious things. Drug overdose.
themes, yeah.
themes.
drug overdose.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's-
Have
do
you
you not
seen
watch
Travis
dance TV?
Waltz?
No. I watched Dancing with
This
the
is
Stars.
where we intersect. Now you see. Like,
Okay.
we don't cross on coronavirus, but
Yeah, you should know because your wife was a producer on Dancing with the Stars, right? So she knows. So we started the show because we love all those dance shows, but
I know you like the one.
So you think you can dance?
Yeah, so you think you can. Yeah, that's her
it.
jam right there.
I love it so much.
Yep.
And I am not good enough to be on that, but I still want to dance. Also, thank you. Being in my mid-30s now, I think the time has sailed, but I was like, I still want to dance and make people watch. So I was like, Heidi, will you run this show with me and do dances?
I was on a comedic dance squad. I was on the LA City Municipal Dance Squad, which is a comedy-based dance squad. And yeah.
And where'd y'all perform then?
We performed at recreational basketball leagues for women and then also the Staples Center. So the WNBA took us in.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I've performed at the Staples Center.
Wow.
And I nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
She always nails it.
I always nail it.
Yep.
So if y'all had a dance off, you and Justine, who would win?
That's hard.
It's hard because I think that I am more meticulous about steps and Heidi has a lot more heart.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to get it right. And Heidi's like putting some swag on it.
We are a dance movie because you're like the technical ballerina and I'm, from the other side of the track.
The street dancer.
Yeah.
You're the street dancer.
Yeah, I am the street. I mean, I like to call it, I haven't really danced a lot in the streets, but bar dancing I've done a lot of. Like
on top of bars.
Yeah, like dive bars.
Gotcha.
Like a lower scale Coyote Ugly.
Yes. but don't undersell it. You crush all of those appearances.
So you think you've been at, so you think you can dance actually on the stage as well.
I have been on the stage, yes. My friend does warm up and invited me on stage.
And she was in the audience after too. That was amazing.
But all these 12-year-olds were looking at me like, who's this old bitch up here?
You're like, I have a dance show. You will respect me soon.
I belong here.
Yeah.
Okay, any celebrities on it besides yourself? Any celebrities like that are actually dancing or judging?
Yeah, all of it. Go ahead.
Well, I would say right away, Kel Mitchell is on, which is awesome.
Love.
And he just did Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
And he came in second place, so you'll have to tune in to see if he can redeem himself on the funny dance show.
To see if he wins. So
if you get second place on Dancing with the Stars, you can always come over to the funny dance show to really find your audience.
I got you. I got you. So now, does it work where a dancer goes through every week, or or is it one winner per show? Break it down for me. How does the show run?
Okay.
Yeah, well, our comedians can't actually go through that 8-week process.
Okay.
So we do a one show for our
one
dancers.
show. Okay.
It's a week to week. It's kind of more of a lip sync battle in that respect, where we have one show, 2 teams, and then whoever wins that one, and then we move on to the next group. Because
What do they win?
Well,
this is a great part.
This is the
bragging
best part.
rights, but also
shout out to E for this.
Yeah,
because
shout
they
out-
really stepped up.
Yes, they did.
They win $10,000 towards their Chosen Arts charity, but when we were running it as a live show, would you like to care to?
We gave out a variety of prizes that range from mix CDs I made in 2007.
Your
like Honey 3, like
your showcase. Your diversity showcase.
I gave away the DVD copy of the 2010 diversity showcase from CBS.
So these are great prizes.
I think
collector's items.
Yes, just as important as the $10,000 for charity. I think.
Yes.
Because that best CD ever from 2007 had a lot of bops on it.
I'm sure your mixtape was dope too.
Yeah. But every week we have 2 teams, Justine's teams, my team. 4 comics on every episode, 2 comics on Justine's team, 2 comics on my team, 3 rounds of highly competitive.
Do they get
dance.
eliminated each round?
No.
So all of them go through.
This is an overall score all the way towards the end.
Yeah.
And it's and we don't use numbers per se because we didn't feel like the dancing on this show was really a number-based situation.
I got you. So what do you use?
So we just use a face, a paddle. It's either Team Justine or Team Heidi. And some emojis as well show up.
Some
if you're
emojis
really if the judges are very
they'll
if
give you emojis.
really kill it. Lonnie Love might throw you like a goat or a campfire.
or a trash fire.
There is a trash fire in there.
So
okay, when's the show air?
It airs
Wednesday,
March 11th,
March 11th, 10:30, right after the
The
soup.
soup, yes.
Oh my-
Which is awesome.
After hours, laughter hours, baby.
Yeah.
There's a whole block.
Oh, is that what it's called? After
Yeah,
hour
it's a
block.
Look at that.
Look at- do you like that?
E is
Puns,
just
puns.
I mean, come on.
They're making good choices left and right.
You know, I used to work for you back in the day.
I
Yeah,
know.
I know.
You were
Yeah.
on Chelsea too,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah, I'm like old school. OG.
Yeah.
I'm
So
the-
should we just drop your name around and be like,
should. It'll
hey,
get
where
you
the
nowhere.
extra snacks at?
Yeah, where's this? We got special stashes still over there. That's right. That's right. That's the way we roll. That's the way we. So I want to ask you about living in LA. Because this, at the same time we do this podcast, we like to give inspirational stories.
Oh.
Was there ever a time where you were in this industry and you felt like giving up in what got you through, or any rough time living out here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what circa do you want? Do you want to go first?
I mean, I was a tour guide at Universal for many years, and I will just say that many times going through King Kong, I was like, "Is this it? Am I a lifer at Universal Studios?" No shame to the lifers, I love them all, but I
Yeah.
was like, I thought I was gonna do more, but maybe not.
And what made you, because we've all been stuck in a job where we're like, is this it? Is it going to get any better? What got you through that? And because something, like you said, there are lifers
Yeah.
that stay in a job
Yeah.
forever, always waiting for that break. What made you say, okay, this is not me. I really need to go after something else?
I think just continuing to not listen to those negative voices and just continuing to grind even when you don't see the end result right in front of you, just like trusting that the path will unfold even if you don't see the destination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And those negative voices, were a lot of those your voices in your head, or was that other people?
No, it's in my own
Yeah.
head.
Really?
Just,
Okay.
Well, just like
you don't
it
have negative voices
No.
in your head?
just like the parts where, because even when I had an agent, I was still working at Universal. It's like you think you're gonna get to these milestones where like, that's it, I don't have to do anymore. You know, that's gonna be the thing. But then you still have to keep working, and especially if I have, you know, stuff going on. I did Dirty Sexy Funny, and then I went and gave tours like the next week. So, and that was a big Netflix special that
Yeah.
I did. So I think just continuing to work and just be humble, you know, like Kendrick said. And
My mom is so funny. She likes to tell me that. If I
Yeah.
get a big, be humble.
yeah.
I love that.
Sit down.
Yeah.
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 Be humble.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you, Heidi?
I mean, what day am I not wondering if the wheels aren't going to fall off? I definitely, you know, it's interesting. Right before we created this show, I had like that's another podcast story, but I'd kind of really hit like a, like just where you're like, I'm at zero. And I remember telling myself like, okay, bitch, like do you want to believe in yourself one more time? Or like, you want to live in your car another day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had really like, for multiple reasons, like hit a really hard point. And like, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to give it one more shot. Like, I'm going to do it one more time. Like, kind of like what Justine's saying, like being like, you know, you think you hit these moments where it's going to be great. And then life has a way of just, those curveballs.
Yeah. That's so true.
And it'll wipe your slate clean. And you're like, okay, so I guess we're starting over.
Yeah.
And like, I just truly, again, the negative voices and believing in yourself and being like, you know what? Why can't I have more than what I've got? Why not me? Why can't I have some fun too? All these bitches out here having a good fucking time.
Yeah.
I want to have some fun too. And it really is a choice.
Yeah.
Because no one's really going to give it to you.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Like-
Nobody wants to give you anything.
Yeah.
No, and I get it because
Nothing.
we're all not like. Why would anyone give me anything? Like when you're out here fighting for everything, you're fighting out. Why?
Well,
do we all,
also
you know?
in this industry, you also find out nobody wants to be the first, but everybody loves to be the second and third. They'll
Yes.
take- like nobody wants to be the first person to put you on.
Yep.
But they'll be like, if you do well the first time, they'll be happy to throw you on the second and third.
But I get it. It's job security.
It
like
is.
if someone takes a bet on me and they be like, I mean, I thought she was spunky, but now this girl just done blew up the whole spot.
Yeah.
Like, and now I have to explain it. Like, you know, we're all in this. That's what's crazy. Is
Everybody's
we're all
protecting
into,
themselves.
Yeah,
at the
we're all in it together.
Yeah.
And so we have to learn to trust each other a little bit more. But
Yeah.
I get why we don't.
yeah.
It's crazy. I just thought of like one to maybe even top that is after I had stopped working Universal, remember we had started doing the show and it got a lot of heat right away.
Doing the show at the comedy
dance
store.
show at the comedy store.
Yep.
This was in 2017. And I met with my agents. One of my managers had come to the first show and I was like, I'm getting a lot of good feedback. All these production companies are approaching me. They're setting meetings. And then I swear to God, within a month, my manager, my agent, and my lawyer dropped me.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
They drop. So explain to me how that phone call. Do they call you and say, or do they send you an email? What
They
happened?
called. So
All three of them at one time?
not at one time.
Oh, my
so the
gosh.
managers called first. And they were like, we're so sorry. We think you would be better served somewhere else, which in retrospect, I am being served better somewhere else, you know? So it was all, I'm glad it all happened now, but they just basically were like, this, you know, this isn't.
And was it the person you've been dealing with your whole time there, or was it one of their little?
No, it was the
was
big person. And then also one of them was a good friend of mine. So she called me the next day and was like, I'm so sorry. You know, we had to do it, blah, blah, blah. So that was that was a bit of a burn,
And I was
especially
like,
because she had come to the show and it was like sold out from the beginning.
Great.
We had production company meetings on the books. Like it was very bizarre timing. And then I called my agent immediately as soon as I got off the phone. And I had been with for 6 years at this point, and I had gone from one agency to another with him. I was very close with this guy. And I said to him, if you're going to drop me, please just do it now, because I'd rather not think I have someone and then just have you like.
So did you have a feeling that he was going to do it?
I had a feeling because it was a bigger agency, and without a manager, I knew that it was going to be harder for me. You know, I might get lost over there. So I just said, hey, all good. Like, just let me know if you're gonna do it. Please just do it now and not like a month from now. And he was like, no, we're good. I go in, I have a meeting with them. They are, you know, setting up meetings with production companies. And then literally a month later, I came back from recording an album in Denver, and he calls and he's like, hey, Cupcake, because that's what he always called me, because I always brought cupcakes everywhere. And I was like, hey, and he was like, how was Denver? And I was like, it was great. The album turned out amazing. We taped it. I think we can like try and shop it around. And he's like, great. Listen.
Oh, man.
And then I call my lawyer because we got an offer
We had
from a network real fast, like after our third show. So I try and send it to my lawyer, and they're like, well, since everyone else isn't working with you anymore, we're going to have to part ways too.
Oh, my
And I was like, girl, I ain't never had no reps. We gonna do this anyway.
Yeah. So
and then we did it, and you're with someone better.
I'm with someone that I loved and I wanted to be with. It was kind of a complicated thing, but he had left where I was originally, and I'm now back with him. So I'm happy where I'm at now, but it was crazy because all this amazing stuff was happening, but then all this really hard stuff was happening too. But again, we just had to really be like, this is what we have.
Believe in us.
And believe in ourselves.
And be our own first.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, you had to believe in yourself first, because that's the thing about this industry. I was telling my wife about it, is why I love stand-up. I just came back from New York, and those shows went amazing. Those people come out for you.
Right.
And nobody else controls that.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of like making your own path.
Yeah.
And it's great that you have a TV show on E, and I know it's going to do well.
Yeah.
But the goal is you to own a bunch of stuff on TV. So a network, if they say, hey, this show's not going to work out, you go, okay, I got 15 other shows.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what's so uplifting, is for people to hear these stories. Because a lot of people really think you just move to LA and make it.
No.
Like,
some people
some people do.
And I don't know what they doing, but they doing something that I don't know about.
Well,
but some people do be moving here
and making it.
And be moving up real quick. And I'm like, that's suspicious.
Well,
what's happening there?
But like,
they're blessed. They're blessed.
It is what it is, and you can't get mad at anybody.
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not. I know it does.
It sounds
like
you
I'm
mad.
mad. I know. I gotta smile more.
Yeah. It sounds like you mad when people make it, Heidi.
No, I'm not mad. Okay, there are some people that I don't think should have made it.
But it's some people just think you make it, and like you move here, you make it. And I think one thing that we all got to take it in hand is when you get here, you got to count the small wins.
Yes.
Like you always got to look back when something bad happens. You got to go, am I further than I was a year ago? Sometimes you're not, but you'll notice if you really look at it.
Yeah.
you'll say, "Oh, I am."
Yeah.
You know, I'm further than it could be by a lot or it could be a little.
Yeah.
But I'm further. I made some new contacts. I got an agent. Like that's a big deal to some people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got my first agent this year.
See? That's what I'm saying. But also at the same time, you had to bring the goods.
Yeah.
You know, because here's the thing. I get asked all the time, how do I get an agent? You know how you get one? You got to do something.
Yep.
You got it's sad that agents won't break you and make you until you break and make yourself. Then they can add to that.
Facilitating, and that's
right.
great. And
that's great.
Everybody needs someone.
And that's why you need to be a self-motivator.
Yeah.
I think that also, too, a lot of the times people will come here and think that making it is like a job or a thing or a this or that. And like what I've realized is the thing that actually makes me happier is like being like, oh shit, this job let me meet this person. Like, and that person now like brings me joy. And like this thing brought me to this thing. And it's like, it's actually like the behind the things, because the things that look good on camera are not.
Those go away
Those
too.
go away and they don't always feel good. Like it may look good, but it don't feel good. But like a lot of things that you go on the journey don't look like the wins that we think that people come here to get. I'm from Cali, so like I just have been here, but like I know a lot of people move here to get things and they think those things give them things when really, you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I 100%.
You don't. I thought you were like, no, I don't know what you're
I
trying
do.
to
I
say.
don't. I do think people invest into the wrong things that thinking that's what makes it.
Yes.
Like you being hired on the television show makes you. But really, I mean, if you think, I've had friends that made television shows and then after the pilot, they get cut out of television shows.
Yeah.
So you can't put too much stock into
Yeah.
anything. You just got to enjoy it. But the main thing is making friends, and hopefully you'll build a community of friends that are all making it.
Yeah.
And then, like you could talk about Joe Rogan with podcasting. You can talk about Seth Rogen with his crew, Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think Hollywood is getting more of because of podcasting, at least comedians. They're getting groups that, we don't have to fight for stuff. We can actually help each other out.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's how everything will be like moving forward. But there are shady
and
people.
life is like that too. You
Absolutely. 100%.
You know?
You know. Okay.
People, you'd be like, we like dance.
Yeah.
You find your people.
Yeah.
You found your people. Like you were having big celebs come out to the Comedy Store, like in the dance world.
Lance Bass did the show.
I mean,
and Christian Allison,
Chris Grant, who is Beyonce's choreographer. I remember one time he was like, "Sorry, I'm late. Like we were in rehearsal." I'm like, "Are you apologizing to me that you
for working with Beyonce?
For coming late because he wanted to catch it, like
at the live show.
Yeah.
The dance community. That was the thing that was so interesting to me. Is like all the comics jumped on board and were super supportive, but the dance community, they would be bringing people from So You Think You Can Dance, and I would get so nervous because like my favorite dancers. Remember when Jasmine came?
Oh yeah, she lost her shit.
Jasmine Harper, I cried. She's my favorite. I love her so much. She dances for Beyonce, and she's amazing. And she came with Cyrus when he came to judge.
And, like twins.
Yeah,
came like at the end of something.
Yeah. It was
my
just
friend Lil
crazy.
Buck came, who's like he dances with like Yo Yo Ma and like Madonna, and like has this like Versace let him design a shoe, and he's like, "This is great." like.
Pretty nuts.
Wow, we're geniuses.
Yeah.
But you know what? You did something you loved, and people can feel that, and that's what it is.
That's what it is. Because we thought we would do this one time. Like I was like, that would be a fun show. Let me see if Heidi would want to maybe do that with me. And so we were like, we'll do this one show, and we'll see if this goes anywhere. And then it just caught on so fast. I remember John Rudnitsky and Jeremiah Watkins both at the end of the first show were like, this is going to be a TV show. And we were like, really?
Yeah. So basically we got pregnant on a one-night stand.
There you go. And now
Who do you think is the dad and who do you think is the mom?
You're the dad.
Yeah.
You're the dad.
Hesitation.
You're the dad 100%. Without a doubt.
She the baby mama, you know?
Hey. I know you just did a Bachelor recap. You don't watch The Bachelor though, right, Heidi?
You can tell I don't know.
Okay,
yeah.
so I want to talk about some stuff that happened on tonight's episode.
Yeah, let's talk.
Because we've already seen it.
Did you see it too?
Oh yeah.
Oh
100%,
yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
I saw it.
Like a tennis game.
So give me a breakdown of what you saw.
So what I saw was, there were a lot of flies. The funniest thing is Madison and Peter are trying to have this serious conversation in the outback in Australia, and there are all these flies flying around their face, and they have to keep swatting flies. But they have this really long, depressing talk. Madison leaves, Madison leaves this episode because she's the religious one.
Well, yeah, but I have a problem with Madison.
Okay.
And
is it her mascara? Because I have that problem too.
No, I have a problem that she talks all this crap about leaving, and she still waits around for the rose.
Right.
Like, so basically, she was like, I'm Christian, I'm this, I'm that. If you hooked up with somebody, I'm going to leave. But yet she waits around for that rose. It's like all this stuff you talked about, you're not backing up. And plus, if you know how the show works,
right?
Why are you even on that show?
Right.
I'm sure she's a sweet girl.
Right.
What are you saying, that these women have sex with this man? That's
how it works? Oh, yeah. That's how it works.
Is that what you were saying? That, like, you
them.
know how this works.
Exactly.
You know everybody fucks.
Yeah, right. So
when you said Outback, I thought you meant steakhouse. So
no.
This has just been a wild ride for me.
No, they're like in this beautiful nature scene, and they're trying to have this, she's getting emotional, and then there are all these flies that they have to keep swatting away. It was very funny. But then she leaves, but also she meets his parents, and you know the moment that they've been teasing all season, the Barbara, Peter's mom, being like, bring her back, bring her back.
That's for Hannah Ann.
It's for Hannah Ann. Everyone thought it was for Madison, but the mom gets way too involved. The mom.
I don't like the mom.
Don't even get me started on moms getting too involved.
I do not like this mom.
She gets it.
I'm already mad.
She basically tells him, she's like, go for Hannah Ann. She loves you. And so she's pleading with him to not go for Madison. And she straight out says to Madison, you guys have different lifestyles. He likes to party. You like to go to church or whatever. And it's just this whole
that mom, like Peter's mom wants to be famous.
Yeah.
It's almost like my son's on the show, but this is my time. Like if I was a parent, my son or daughter would never be on that show. But second of all, I would be so in the background where this woman wants the attention. That's what I don't like. She's a gravy trainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't like her in that case. So
I really don't like her.
So you would accept your child no matter what, unless they were a reality star?
Yes.
That's your draw
on the
line.
Bachelor. No.
Only Bachelor.
Okay. On the Bachelor.
I just want to clarify. You know what?
They can be on your funny dance because I'm sure it'll still be around in 10, 12 years.
It will be. Thank you.
So my kid can be on it.
Okay, but Bachelor.
And now I got an inside source to get him on.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not putting my daughter on the Bachelorette to find her man.
Yeah.
Tell him.
You know, come on. Or let my daughter be one of the girls with among 26 other girls waiting to make out with a dude and get his attention.
Pretty crazy.
I mean, it's like, just move to LA.
Just make the move. This is what you want. Who are we kidding here?
It's so amazing to me that women watch this show.
Same.
To me, if a dude, if I was like, if say you're casting, say you're head of network, and I'm a dude, I come in and go, hey, I got a TV show for you ladies I think you'll like. One dude, he has a chance to bang 26 girls, and he doesn't even have to marry them at the end. What do you think? You say, get out of my office, you misogynist.
Yeah.
Right?
I would,
But it's different. Women are like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Well, not all women.
And he only bangs 3 of them, okay?
Do you get like rings? Like fuck rings? You get instead of a purity ring?
You get fantasy suite. So
that's
at the end of the date, the final 3, he'll offer you a key to go to you get a key. That's what you get.
Oh, got it.
If you do well on your date only.
I wish they gave them
you
like,
gotta do well on your date,
opposite of it. You have to do
well on your date, whatever that means. But also, he's made out with like 25 other girls.
Oh, that coronavirus
is running rampant in that show. Everybody on that show got coronavirus. Right?
Oh man.
Oh my. So Hannah Ann is the last one left. So is there a chance?
So they teased Madison comes back
tomorrow
course. Night. So tomorrow night is the real finale. We're only halfway through the finale. Also, I just want to say I have to watch this show for work, but I really love that I have to. So I'll just say that I wouldn't watch it normally.
You would.
I would, but it's nice to have an excuse.
No, it is.
Just like coronavirus.
Yeah.
You wouldn't normally ask people to wash their hands, but you want to.
I think I'm ashamed of who I am deep down, you guys.
You are. So Madison comes back. What is she coming back for?
They just teased it. You know, Chris Harrison's like, do you regret what you did? And she's like, yes. And then I think they both go to the rose ceremony, and Peter's mind's blown. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. I think Madison's going to be the winner.
And then Hannah B shows up.
Oh my God, if Hannah B showed up, that would be crazy.
Wild.
It's not gonna happen. Look, I think. What do you think about Peter? He's not a man.
No,
He's a baby
He's
man.
a boy.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Oh, because
exactly.
is this the one with the mom problem?
Well, he's
Yes.
28.
Yeah, then he's a fucking baby
Yeah,
man.
because
I'll
he
tell you
won't
that
stand up
right
to his
fucking now.
mom.
Yeah.
Any fucking dude who got mom problems is a little fucking grown ass baby man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. So
See?
Peter is with this mom, fucking child.
Child. Thank you.
I
She
do-
hasn't even seen the show.
Haven't seen the show.
I agree, though. I think he also looks like a baby.
He does.
He's
just
28. He's
one
so
of-
immature.
He's one of these guys that like the woman runs all over him, and he's like, well, I want to make everybody happy, and it's like
He's people pleasing, and
Nah,
it doesn't
he's a-
work on this show.
he's
it
just
doesn't work ever.
ever. He's a baby
He is a
man.
baby.
All right, show comes out Wednesday. 10:30.
10:30.
Yes.
Are you
I
excited?
mean, also like
Are you
could.
Are you gonna wake up early in the morning to try to find out the ratings? Are you those?
What? I cannot control. I
Yeah.
can't control that stuff, dude. I'm gonna wake
You'll
up and
be-
be like, I got a TV show. I'm gonna enjoy today. There's
Yeah.
enough
Okay,
shit
good.
going on.
I've done enough things that haven't even made it to air, so I'm just
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy while it's on. That's the win.
I've been delivered enough coffees to directors. Like, I'm gonna. Why wouldn't we enjoy this? It's
That's
dancing.
amazing. You know,
it's
for-
funny. We
Yeah.
created it.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're women. That's
Yeah.
a political point, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but we're women.
we're women. We have
Are
to
we?
enjoy this win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday was International Woman Day.
Woman Day,
Women
yeah.
Day. I mean, it's
We're
great.
excited.
I think also just because we shot this a while ago,
Yeah.
and it took a while to come out, so we're just so happy it's coming out, you know? Because like I said, a lot of my stuff got shelved.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for
I wish you
having
all
us.
the
Having
best. I've known Justine forever.
I know.
But you're awesome too. I love you, Heidi.
No, it's okay.
No, you're great on the pod.
I
You're
got
great.
mad about people who shouldn't have made it,
yeah.
and then we had to rework from there.
Yeah, but you killed it. You killed it, and I hope this show does so well for
Thank you.
But it's gonna do great.
And how do you like writing for the Soup?
I love it. It's so fun. I'm just I get to watch Riverdale and The Bachelor and get paid, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
It's the dream. I push Riverdale and Lifetime movies. I watch all of them, and I
do
like.
you get all the screeners now because you're on the show?
We do get a lot of advanced episodes. So
on
it's
now.
pretty cool.
Now,
Yeah.
when you watch The Bachelor, since we're in LA ahead of time, do you have to go to E to watch the
So
East Coast
we
feed?
don't get The Bachelor. I just went today because Jade, the host of the Soup, was doing a takeover for the finale. So I got to go today, but usually I have to wait, like commoners.
Like the poor people? Oh my God. Like the people in Coach? That's terrible. That's terrible. All right, show comes on Wednesday 10:30. Funny dance show.
You got it.
Easy peasy.
Heidi, Justine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.